What's up, guys? Psycho Chef here, and I am actually now officially a YouTuber. I have a tripod, so that makes it official, right? So out here at the beehives, and you'll have to forgive the tripod shadow. The sun is over there, and there's nowhere else over here to get a good enough angle on this. But at any rate, I'm just gonna go through, do the regular inspection. Just in case, I did bring the other deep box, the brood box for this hive. I have it out in the car. It's got frames and everything in it. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but I brought it just in case because I learned last time what happens when I think that I don't need stuff. So they're doing pretty good on sugar water. I've kind of decided to ration these out. They're only going through maybe about a cup or so a day. So we're just kind of giving them between a cup to a pint of sugar water each day. And that's just to try to prevent robbing and so that they have a little something that they're not going to be able to find out in the wild right now because this is dearth season. But it looks like I might need that other brood box. So let's see what we got going on in here. Wind is always so tricky out here. Here we go. Well, I've never seen that before. All right, let's see what we got going on. I don't think these frames are going to have much of anything on them. Oh, we got a little bit of brood. Man, they really just glued these frames together, didn't they? This looks like just a honey frame. Yep, just a honey frame. Right, nothing on this frame, nothing on this frame. Nothing on this frame either. Well, they're building up a tiny amount of wax. Okay, so it looks like we got some eggs that have been laid in this one. They've backfilled some of it, but... Oh, look, there she is. There's the queen right there. I don't know if I got this on camera or not. See, she's going around sticking her head in. I thought she was going to lay. So what she's doing right now is she's going to go around. She's going to stick her head into some of the cells. And right now she's being really shy. So she goes around and she sticks her head into the cells as a measuring device. And if the cell is the appropriate dimensions and she likes it, then she'll put an egg in there. And if she doesn't, she'll move on to another area. Not sure if I'm going to be able to capture any of this on film. There she goes. See? She just laid an egg. Now the nurse bees are going to come and start tending to that egg. And she's going to keep going around, checking other areas. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put this back. So we know the queen's in here. She's good. She's laying. Obviously, we just saw her lay an egg. Not really a whole lot on this frame. Mostly brood. A little bit of honey up here in the corner. A little bit of brood on this side. There's some eggs in here. But so far everything's looking good. I'm a little curious why they're only on these 3 frames. It's like they want to be offset for some strange reason. But bees will be bees. See what I did there? This feels like it doesn't have anything on it. Yep, nothing. A lot of pollen on this one. So even though we're in a nectar dearth, there seems to be a good source of pollen out here. Either that or I've got supplemental feed for them out that away. But it looks like they're doing all right. They've definitely, they've got food, they've got sugar water, they've got honey, they got pollen. I think they're doing pretty well. Now comes the daunting task of putting everything back together. All right, now it's time to see what we got going on in the other hive. So I had to do the old switcheroo, and actually my camera throttled. It overheated, so it just completely shut down. But now that that's all taken care of, for now, see what happens. And that, couldn't get to it, there it is wax moth. And this is something that you do not want in your hive. Actually, lay that down so I have something to put it on. Oops. I don't know what the deal is with this queen. Well, we got 2 queen cups here, but they're both empty, so I'm not too worried about that. From my understanding, I don't know if this is actually true or not, but from my understanding, during summer, the bees will just create empty queen cups for no reason. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason for it, but I don't know what it is. This one looks like it's just got honey. I don't see any eggs. And blank. Okay. So nothing special on that one. Nothing on this one. No eggs, no brood. So this one pretty much doesn't have anything upstairs in the way of brood. It's mostly just honey and nectar. Haven't come across any pollen yet. A lot of these frames are actually blank. There's absolutely nothing on them. Oh, sorry. Go on. Okay, so there's a small amount of pollen on this frame. Not too much. Looks like there was pollen and then they ate it. So it's just the residues. So nothing special up top, which has kind of been the case over the last 2 weeks or so. Every time I've come into this hive, on the top, there's nothing going on. And I've tried to switch it up and switch up some of the frames so that it kind of coerces them to come to the top for the queen to be able to come and lay up top. But that hasn't worked. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do about that. Really, actually, to be honest, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to let them be. They're going to do their own thing, whether I want them to or not. That's just the nature of having bees. So, this was just storage. See if they've done anything with it. Oh, they've opened it up. That's it. They've just opened up the cells to get at the honey that was in there. That's all there is to that. I'm thinking that next season I'm not even going to bother with that thing. Didn't work nearly as well as I had hoped. All right, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's a lot of bees. So we got larvae on this frame. A little bit of cat brood. A little more larvae. It looks like there's some eggs down there, but I can't. Yep, there's eggs. So this is going to be a brood frame eventually, but look at this. We've already got 2 queen cells. And these are supersedure cells. But I don't see anything. Well, I can't see anything in there. 1, because the angle of the sun. 2, the bees won't let me get anywhere near it. So I'm actually just going to leave those alone. If they develop into queen cells, well, I'll just kind of reevaluate at that time. Nothing on this frame. Nothing on that frame. smallest amount of brood on this frame. And this one they've glued together. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and take this frame. So I do have that other box in there with clean frames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this frame, and you can actually see the wire. I cut the wire when I cut out this little, tasty morsel. I'm going to take this. I'm just going to cut this out and restring it. And I'm also going to do the same to the one I've got over here. So I'm going to take those home with me today. Let's see what we got on this frame. Still no brood. Just frame of drawn out wax, nothing on it. No eggs, no nothing. I think this queen might be failing, so that's why they're trying to replace her. If that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead and let them, because who knows more about what's going on with the queen than the bees themselves. Hey, get out of here. What are you doing? One moment. I have to take care of a little pest. Okay, so there's a little education for you guys. Apparently I don't know what they're called, the stink bugs like to eat bees. So if you see those around, those are something that you want to get rid of. So I didn't spot the queen, but there are day-old eggs, 1 to 3 day-old eggs in here, so I'm not too worried about finding the queen. But I'm just going to kind of leave them be, let them do their own thing. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. As you can see, the bees are starting to get a little more flighty right now, going out and trying to find stuff, and I'm all up in their business. So I'm going to go ahead and call it quits today. But this is just another inspection day, and I've actually got my tripod now, so I might be able to start doing videos on a more regular basis. I finally figured out what the audio problem was with my phone. So I got that fixed. I got a tripod. So I think I'm in good shape to go ahead and continue on, but we'll play the waiting game and see what happens with these queen cells next week, and then we'll just I'm probably just gonna let them hatch out, and they can have their own queen. They'll make their own queen, and that's fine with me. So I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna get out of here and go get something to eat, and I will catch you guys in the next video.